Have you ever driven past a accident and go, "Oh, I'm glad it's not me." And then in a few minutes, you've driven down the road, you've forgotten about the accident, and you just are driving normal. And 98% of the time, you're going to be fine. I think that's how my life has been. 98% of my life has been without any heart problems, without any sign of a stroke or anything like that. And then one day, it happens. I talked about my grandfather and how he had died before I was even born. And I mentioned my father, who, when I was 2, had passed away because of a heart attack. But it's so long ago. It was like their experience was different than mine, because I've lived 98% of my life without any problem. And I have brothers and sisters, and they haven't ever had a heart attack. At least they haven't told me about it. The biggest thing I've worried about is my knees, because several of them have had knee operations. And with my father, again, he was very active. He worked on the chicken farm that we talked about with my grandfather, and he worked in a steel factory, and very, very active in his life. So it didn't seem like he should have anything like that. And his seemed to be caused, we always talked about him having an accident and having a blood clot in his leg that then eventually made its way to the heart. And he was told to have bed rest. Interesting enough, at the same time, my younger sister was only 9 days old when this happened, and my mom was just getting out of hospital with a new baby. Of course, that was medicine over 55 years ago, and I think we've improved, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it. And also, it's hard on my mother, and maybe next week I'll talk about her experience.